What's up, Joe? It's Emily. Just looking over the site. The first thing that strikes me is this word that says visual storytelling, except there's no visuals accompanying it. And then we've got text-based storytelling. Um, so that's just a little bit of a disconnect for me. My eye kind of jumps over this just because of the hierarchy of the text, right? Storyteller, creative consultant, dot connector extraordinaire. I love all of that. But it kind of gets lost, maybe because it's not as bold or color choice. Recommendation would be maybe make it a little weightier, and maybe I know it seems like you're going for kind of more of a grayscale color scheme, but maybe something just to kind of make that pop out. Again, like you say visual storytelling, but there's nothing really visual about what we're seeing here. And so, how do I feel enticed to choose one of these? Even if I was curious about the text-based storytelling, I think that more would be needed for me to actually have all the information that I needed to pick one. So yeah, I'm just gonna poke through here really quick. So we've got the coloring book, so this is awesome. I am not a huge fan of these carousels because it requires me to do a lot more work in terms of the user experience. My preference would be to be able to see all of these on the page, whether as like slightly larger thumbnails or in like larger sequential kind of comic book style. Here, I don't have any navigation that helps me get back to those options. I can click on this, which is going to take me. I'm going to head over to Quiet. Here, you do a beautiful job of giving me this introduction and then some of the audio visual assets and drawings. So again, beautiful title description, great keyword-rich content. You contextualize the hell out of this. I want to see this stuff bigger. You have infinite space on your website, as many pages as you want, or it can scroll for days if you want. So, kind of keeping things small isn't serving the overall first impression of these assets. Again, it would be kind of nice to have a way to get back to this menu. I don't know whether it's a drop down with these things. I'm not sure. We can discuss. So again, same feedback. You do a beautiful job telling me what you did. You've got amazing assets here, but don't make me do the work of clicking through all of this to see them. And just give me a nice big visual expression of that. Coming back here, share the load. So something to think about is that, especially on a text-based asset, the readability of it is wildly important. And the readability of this piece is affected in a couple of ways. One, the density of the lines. So obviously I'm not saying cut any of the text, but maybe change the line height, right? So spread out these lines a little bit more. The other thing is you've used a very sort of light font, light by the weight of the lines, and that paired with the background image behind it makes it a little bit more difficult to read, especially when I start to scroll here. So to just like really help people read this, think about line height and potentially removing this background or putting at least a solid sort of container around these words. I know this is a work in progress, so I hope some of these comments were helpful, or at least give you some thought points to consider as you wrestle with how do you share all the good work that you do. Let me know if you have any questions.